MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project,
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project,
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Come on, Frank. Right.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 3:19, go.
Back to throw. Fields. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, he was a busy man out in the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
An early task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Here we go. What's right? 222. Right.
Here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here we go. Right.
Now Fields. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
The Texans at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
It's just called, as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
Right.
Mitchell not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Here we go, side. Right.
Here's Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Here we go. Right.
Now Fields on third and goal, and that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
23-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
McCarthy operating from the gun. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is McCarthy. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now McCarthy. That's caught again by Schultz. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Throwing again, McCarthy. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, these two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
At the 2-yard line.
The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. On play action, now McCarthy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they're kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Disrupting that play and dropping it was Arnold Ebiketie.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. His first carry in their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back in their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They'll run with Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's McCarthy. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags add 6 to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Texans 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Always talking pillar, thing like scissor. Like Yummy, something about my business. Yeah, they know what's up. Cause I never gave up. All I know is go and get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain and taking off your damn head.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Second and 10.
Angel. Here we go. Delta. 331, 330. EQ. Go.
To throw is Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here we go. Right.
From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This is a half with not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's second and 10.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Time up.
Fields throwing again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
But you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you want to see so like this slows you down. Your body is out of bounds. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about thoughts and memories.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's second and 2 now from the 3.
Here we go. Sit high.
An option give now to Mitchell. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are back within a score. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Texans 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throw right side, Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Looking to throw McCarthy. He finds Wilson. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and goal, Jacksonville.
Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try the middle with Cook. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So Ryan gets it down inside the 5. That's going to place up for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Fields now to throw. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there. just before halftime. 41 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
At the 30-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready? 19 win.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Stopped by Jacorian Bennett. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what's going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Downs going in motion left. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This pass left side to Downs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now 2nd and 5. To the air with McCarthy. He finds his target. It's Schultz. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Downs going in motion left. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Garrett Wilson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Pinero's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
3-9, easy.
Here's Fields. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
He'll get only a couple down at 44.
They still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Fields on the sneak. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Here we go. Say hi.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
I got him.
First try for the right arm of Dalton here. Now he'll tuck this and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So Dalton now. That's another one complete to Mitchell. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's got room to roam. He is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
60 Bison. Ready?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will have a touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Texans 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On play action, McCarthy. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is McCarthy. Now he's going to stop. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Dalton. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dalton here from the gun. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
Trying to get some more. No, I pass. Tugging down on this side like you want to go. If you don't agree, ask the streets on your bitch. 5 years, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is going to have the first down. And that might not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they should be able to run it down from here.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
60 Eagle.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He will find his man Chase complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Here we go, sack.
McCarthy off the play fake. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it's caught. And he will have the Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right at the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Ready, go.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
James Cook, the ball carrier.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great